Hey, this is the Big Hardcore Gamer. First of all, apologies if you can hear any noise in the background. My neighbors are mowing the lawn, so I can hear it clearly, so it's probably being picked up on the microphone as well. But I actually wanted to record this shit, while it's fresh on my mind because I started playing the Modern Warfare 2 PC beta last night, which I don't know when I upload this, but it was on Saturday night. I had played weekend one on PS5, and I did have some issues, but I was waiting until I got the PC version because PC is where I play most like Call of Duties. I like to have a keyboard and mouse for the aiming. Okay, so a disclaimer before I get into this, alright? And don't switch off the video as soon as you hear this, right? Because I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me, but I actually liked Modern Warfare 2019. Okay, um, but I did also like Cold War as well. I didn't like it at first. That was mainly because of performance issues. The game was constantly crashing, and there was a lot of other bullshit. But I stopped playing it after like 2 3 months, and then when Vanguard was absolute trash, I reinstalled it and realized that they fixed most of the issues. And it's still installed on my PC, just like Modern Warfare 2019 is still installed on my PC. So I do like both styles of Call of Duty. The Modern Warfare is more like I wouldn't call it like a military sim because it's not. I mean, but it's definitely a bit slower paced than say the Treyarch Call of Duties like Cold War. Okay, but that game has not left my PC. It has been installed on my PC since 2019. I still play it. If you watch the Sunday multiplayer live streams, you'll know that I still do play it. Right. So I decided to give Modern Warfare 2 a chance. And after playing it on PC, I was pretty pissed off last night because I started playing just after 9 o'clock. Came off it about 3 a.m. because I was planning on doing a Sunday multiplayer stream and I wanted to play it, and I am still gonna play it. Don't know when I'm uploading this video, but I'm still gonna play it today. But I wanted to unlock. I wanted to get the same amount of unlocks as I had when playing it on PS5. So I wanted to unlock the same sort of weapons and create the same kind of custom loadouts. And I was just getting frustrated. Okay, so let's start off from the very beginning. Things I don't like: the weapon recoil and unlocks. When I first started it, now remember I'm playing with a keyboard and mouse, right? So I expect the accuracy to be a hell of a lot better than when I'm playing on PS5, right? As soon as I started, I'm playing because when you start the game, you can't do the custom unlocks. You gotta use the loadouts that they've actually given you. I ran up behind some other players. I'm shooting. I could not hit the friggin' target because the recoil was just ridiculous on the weapons, right? And I was cussing like for the first few matches because I couldn't hit shit, right? And I'm literally it was like I was shooting at Samuel L. Jackson and John Travolta in Pulp Fiction. I couldn't hit my friggin' target. But yeah, recoil is definitely an issue with it in this game, even with keyboard and mouse. Another thing is the unlocks. The unlocks don't make any friggin' sense. They don't. What was I playing for like 6 hours? And I've only got like three main weapons I'm using, which is the M4, which is the first one you get, the AK-74, even though it's not called AK-74. If you got eyes and you can actually see what the gun looks like, and you've played previous Call of Duty, previous other shooters, you know a AK-74 or AK-47 when you see it, right? And that's basically what it is, right? So there's that, and a battle rifle, which the first, I can't remember what it's called, but the first battle rifle that gets unlocked is a piece of shit weapon. I don't like it. The recoil is ridiculous, right? But you get that. Now, I could be wrong because it's been a while since I bought a Call of Duty game. Well, I did buy Vanguard on PS5, but I didn't pay that much attention to it because the multiplayer was shit, so I sold it within like a week, right? But in previous Call of Duties, you get your basic weapons, right, for each class, if I'm remembering correctly. So you get a basic assault rifle, a basic SMG, shotgun, etc. Right? And you know, then to unlock better weapons in those classes, you play with that classes. So if you want better assault rifles, you play with the assault rifles. You want better SMGs, you start off with your base MP5 or whatever the base SMG is, and you just keep playing until you unlock more, right? Same with shotgun, same with sniper rifles. In this shit makes no sense. You're literally, because I noticed this when I was playing on PS5 version. I wanted to equip the new gun called the Hurricane, and I was playing for days and I could not unlock this frigging gun. And but then I could see like the upgrades were going up on the weapon. I was like, what's going on there? And then I realized when watching another video on YouTube that you actually have to play with different guns in different classes to unlock that gun. So that battle rifle which I unlocked, the one I said is a piece of shit, right? I had to play with that for a few games before unlocking the Hurricane. I was like, okay. So I tried that again last night, and man, it was just frustrating because I was using that weapon in multiple games. I still could not unlock the friggin' Hurricane. And then it comes to the weapon attachments as well. Okay, so the M4, decent weapon. I've got a lot of kills with that without a scope on it. Now, but I actually wanted to use the red dot scope because I prefer using that to the iron sight. I prefer using that to the ACOG because I like to run around and shoot. It's quicker to aim with the red dot than it is to aim with the ACOG. The ACOG is where if you want to shoot at like a greater distance, not a massive distance, but like medium range. Okay. For some reason, the ACOG is the first scope which is unlocked in this game rather than the red dot, it's never been this way. And I was playing for hours and hours and hours, and still after 6 hours all I have is the ACOG, right? So in the end I gave up and I just put the ACOG scope on it and started getting some kills with that as well, hoping that would unlock the other sights. But no, when you go into the gunsmith, you can see all the other sights there waiting to be unlocked, but they just won't unlock for some reason. Yeah, I mean, look, I know I can go online and look on YouTube how to unlock different attachments. Yes, I know that, but the thing is, I shouldn't have to, right? This is Call of Duty. It's supposed to be friggin' simple, right? You're supposed to be able to unlock attachments quickly just by using that particular weapon. You shouldn't need a friggin' degree, right, or like weapon knowledge to know how to unlock attachments for a gun in a friggin' Call of Duty game, right? It's just stupid, right? Then the next thing is the loud footsteps. Now, when playing on PS5, I'm be honest with you, the footsteps weren't as much of a problem for me when I was playing on PS5, right? That is because I was recording all the time, so my headset's connected to the to my PC rather than to the PlayStation. So all the sound that's coming in is coming through the capture card, right? So I did not get the full benefit of the 3D audio if I was to plug my my headset directly into the PlayStation, right? When playing it on PC last night, man, the sound was actually friggin' ridiculous, right? What I noticed, and this is especially in the museum level, right? What I noticed is this: when you're running on different types of flooring, you have different sounds for the footsteps. Okay, so when you're running on wooden flooring inside the museum, it actually sounds louder. When you're running on grass outside, it sounds different. When you run on concrete outside, it sounds different as well, right? So when I was playing on PC, it was actually more annoying because I was getting the full sound. Because like I said, I didn't plug directly into the PlayStation, right? So I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's like you listen to like a horse galloping through the friggin' through the friggin' area when you're running, or someone tap dancing. It's just friggin' stupid. Now, here's the thing: when you're running, you're hearing your own footsteps as well, which is distracting. Then when your teammates are running around, you're in their footsteps. Then when your enemies are running around, you're in their footsteps as well. So you're in all three different types of footsteps, and you got to decipher which one is which, right? And look, anyone who's played the museum level a lot will probably understand this, right? When playing domination, when you're at flag point B, because like there's like that the area above you with the wooden flooring, like inside the building. When people are running along that, you're hearing the footsteps above, right? So you know that they're gonna jump from either one side of the window or another side of the window. So you start focusing like where they're coming from, right? Someone will run around the corner behind you, right, and just basically clap you while you're waiting for your enemies to jump from above, right? So it's distracting. And yes, they did have footsteps in Modern Warfare 1, but go back and play that now. And you'll see it is nowhere near as bad as it is in this game. They've turned this bitch all the way up, right? It's just stupid, right? Then you've got the loud call-outs, which are just they're just unnecessary. Okay, they call out for every single thing. Here's an example.
Changing mag. Requesting recon flyover.
Copy that. UAV is on station.
Changing mags.
As you can see, the call-outs are now just absolutely ridiculous. It's comical in a way, but they can be distracting. They will throw you off. Now, there are some occasions when the call-outs are useful. Like there's been occasions where like the enemies have been throwing a grenade or flashbang whatever into the area, and I didn't actually notice, and one of my teammates will call out Semtex grenade coming through or some shit like that, right? And I've been able to get out of the way like on time. So things like that are useful, but for you to call out every time you do any action, it's just ridiculous. It's unnecessary. Okay. Then there's the minimap situation. Okay. Now I know you've probably heard about this in other videos, but it is really friggin' ridiculous. Enemies do not show up on the minimap when they fire their weapons. Right. This is something that's been in every single COD, but they've like taken it out. So before you would use a silencer on your weapon if you didn't want to show up on the minimap. Now it doesn't matter whether you got a silencer or not. You ain't showing up on the minimap unless someone in your team is using the UAV or using I can't remember the name of the device, but there's a device that you can do. There's a field upgrade you can unlock which will display you know, heartbeats for anyone coming close by, and you've also got the heartbeat sensor, which I think was only previously available in Warzone. I used the heartbeat sensor once when playing on PS5 in this game actually, and it's shit. It's not it's not as good as the one that was in Warzone. It is just shit. But yeah, there's no need for a silencer now, and you can't even say you're going to use a silencer for if you're running up on a group of the opposition, because now the silencer isn't actually that quiet. So you start firing, they're still going to hear it. So you literally, it's reducing your weapon damage and you're not getting any benefits from it. So the silencer is now pointless. Enemy visibility as well. Now, when playing on PS5, I thought maybe it's because I was used to the PC version. But then I noticed other console players were mentioned like the same thing. You will struggle sometimes to see who you're shooting at, or you will run out into the area. you get killed and you can't even see where you've been shot from until when you look on the kill cam, then you'll see. But people are just blending into the background, and also you cannot always distinguish whether someone you're looking at is on your team or on the opposition. So what you get a lot of is you end up shooting at your teammates and them shooting at you because they just ain't taking the risk, right? So in normal modes, okay, fine, because you can't kill your teammates, but anyone who decides to play hardcore mode is gonna get pretty pissed off because they're gonna lose points for killing their teammates constantly, because you cannot tell the difference sometimes. It's just, man, ain't great. Then there's the kill streaks or score streaks, because for some reason you have a choice now. When selecting them, you can actually switch to score streaks, which means as well as getting kills, you're gonna get points from assists, you're gonna get points from using shit like the UAV or that. So you got one set of, you know, people using one set of people using the other. Why not just stick to one definitive way of unlocking a friggin' streak, man? Why not just keep it to kill streaks? Why do we have to you know, accommodate the people who don't want to learn the friggin' game? Because this is all this shit is for. This is just for like the new. Yes, I know there are new players who aren't great at the game when they start off. Wait, to tell you the truth, I've been playing every single COD since the very beginning, right? And I'm not even gonna lie, I'm not the best at the game myself. Anyone who watches my Sunday multiplayer streams, you'll see occasions where I'm doing great, where I'm just running around, just tearing them bitches up, and then you'll see occasions when I'm just getting clapped constantly. It's just, it is what it is. I don't really care about KD ratio. I just play it to have some fun, right? Which means I can enjoy a lot more shit than, you know, what other people put up with. I still rage from now and then, so on. But basically what I'm saying is, if you're starting out new in the game, you know, you got to learn. You got to go through the initiation of getting clapped, right? You don't need to have everything friggin' handed out for you, right? What I said earlier about unlocking the different scopes with the ACOG, the reason why they put that shit in there is because they know they're gonna be some campers who want to stay at a distance and just camp in a little friggin' corner with the ACOG scope and shoot you when you run into a line of sight, right? Whereas if you've got the red dot sight, you actually have to run around. You actually have to hunt for your friggin' prey, right? So that again is to accommodate for the campers. The loud footsteps to accommodate for the campers, because they can stay in the one spot and then listen to when you're running about. Yeah. Boy. Then there's the animations for activating some of the kill streaks, man. Look, the UAV was always simple. You press it, you've got a little animation which lasts less than a second, right, or a second at max, and then you move on. Now they go put out the friggin' iPad or whatever the fuck it is, talking some shit like calling UAV or some bullshit, right? It takes like 2-3 seconds now. Meanwhile, someone can run around a corner and you've got to like shoot from the hip because you're in the middle of a friggin' animation. Okay, so those are the things that have been pissing me off about the beta. But there are some things I did like let's talk about new modes, like prisoner rescue. I actually found it quite fun. So basically, it reminded me of Cyber Attack from Modern Warfare 2019, where you have the objective, and you know, when you get killed, you can be revived by your teammates. All good. So, but in prisoner rescue is a case of you have two prisoners that you have to put on your back, so put on your shoulders and run to the extraction point. So you have one team who are attacking, one team defending. When you pick up the prisoner, it doesn't actually slow you down, which is what I thought it would have done. You can still run at normal speed, and you know, it's actually pretty good, right? It's a lot better than I thought it would be. But like I said, you have to be on the team that's okay with reviving you, because you will get those occasions where you're on team with glory hunters who it'll be down to the last man, and they won't go around and revive their team. They'll just try and take on like the entire enemy team themselves, and then you end up losing the game. So you do get those situations. There's another one, knockout, as well, which is similar, only that instead of extracting a prisoner, you have to pick up a money bag and hold on to it for a certain amount of time until the time runs out, and it works pretty similar. So yeah, those two modes are pretty good. I actually do like the maps because they combine both close quarters and long range fighting, even though they do encourage people to camp in certain areas. But once you figure out where people are going to be camping from, there are ways around it. Like some people are going to be camping on top of some buildings, so you know to look out for those particular spots. The drill charge is my favorite new explosive. The drill charge, I actually started using it when dealing with a cheater, because yes, I am a PC player, mostly when it comes to COD, but I will acknowledge that a lot of people, sorry, not a lot of people, that some people on PC do cheat. They are cheating bastards. Listen, you console players aren't the only ones that have to deal with them. Yeah, me on PC have to deal with them as well. But the first night that PC was added to the beta, I was going through one map and I saw someone on top of the roof of a building, and I know that there was no way to get up on that building without cheating, and they were basically just shooting me, just picking me off every time I ran through a certain alleyway, and no one could get to them. They had like the perfect camping spot, right? And nobody could get to them. So I thought to myself, let me try out the drill charge. So I ran inside the building. I used my little sensor to find out exactly where they were, and then I threw it to the ceiling and then ran off. Because what the drill charge does is it drills into the surface, and if there's anything on the other side, they're getting blown up. So I did it, managed to get the final kill cam so I could actually see the effects of what I did. And since that moment, I don't even use Semtex anymore. I use drill charge because it will do the same. Oh, you can actually stick it to an enemy just like you could with a Semtex as well, and then listen to it drilling into them, which is actually pretty funny. And basically, despite all the bullshit with this game, the gameplay is still very, very addictive. I mean, look, I said at the beginning of the video, I was playing it for around 6 hours on PC when playing this last night, right? And I was getting frustrated. I was still ending up at the top of my team on most games, but I was still getting frustrated. There were a lot of things that were pissing me off, but I just kept coming back for more, and I'm gonna get back on it again today. But with all the issues, I'm struggling to find the reason why I should reward Infinity Ward with my money on day one, because they've actually listened to people's feedback and basically said, nah, fuck that, we ain't doing it. Alright, we ain't changing shit. We're gonna put out the game exactly how we intend it to be, which, yeah, it's all good. They're sticking to their guns. Cool. But at the same time, I've seen a lot of people cancelling their pre-orders. So them sticking to their guns is coming at a price. I will actually get it at some point, but £60 for this, I ain't paying that cheap. Nah, it ain't happening. If around the launch day I see Green Man Gaming doing the usual nice little discount of, you know, selling the game for like £40 or £45, then yes, I'll buy it. I've already got the day booked off anyway, because, you know, I took the day off to play COD. Alright, so if I see it for around £40 or £45, yeah, I'll buy it. But I ain't paying £60 for this. I ain't paying £70 for this, because with how people have been cancelling their pre-orders, I remember with Vanguard how it wasn't doing well. So literally 2 or 3 weeks later, it was at a discount. It was at a decent discount as well. So I will wait for that shit. I've got other games to play. I will play them. But the fact that they've actually heard player feedback during the beta, and they're like, nah, fuck you, we ain't changing shit, You're gonna play the game we want to play out. We want to put out. They didn't say it in these words, but they pretty much said that they are catering for campers. Right? Nah. I'm not rewarding my money. It's time to speak with our wallets. So yeah, video's going on a bit longer than I wanted it to, but yeah, I just wanted to say everything I thought about this game straight from my head. But yeah, I'm still going to be playing this beta until it's over. I think it finishes on Tuesday, was it 27th, I think? Or it might be finishing Monday evening, whichever. I'll be playing it until it's done. So yeah, if you found the video useful, please leave it a like. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and check out some other content. And shit, if I don't end up getting Modern Warfare 2 day one, shit, it will just be Cold War and Modern Warfare 2019. Shit, I might even reinstall Halo. I'll do all that shit for the Sunday multiplayer. It is what it is. There's always going to be content. But anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time.